A television interview on Chatham House turned tense when Bronwyn Maddox, the director and chief executive of Chatham House, who also hosted the show, introduced Israeli President Isaac Herzog. In her introduction, Maddox directly addressed several war crimes Israel has been accused of committing in various regions. This rare moment sparked widespread discussion, surprising and intriguing the international public. Some viewed Maddox's remarks as a bold critique of Israel's policies, which often receive strong support from the United States in Middle East affairs. Global pressure on President Herzog has been mounting as he faces ongoing accusations of serious human rights violations. Maddox's pointed comments were not random. Since October 7, 2023, Israel has reportedly carried out approximately 17,000 attacks in the Middle East, targeting not only Palestine, but also countries like Lebanon, Iran, and Yemen. The question now is whether the international community will take bold steps to impose strict sanctions on Israel if this escalation continues. Additionally, how have the nations affected by these aggressive actions responded to their losses? As Israel's attacks on Gaza persisted, the world was shocked by a new strike on September 9, 2025, targeting the Laktavia district in Doha, Qatar's capital. This airstrike, conducted by the Israeli Defense Forces and Shin Bet Air Force, aimed at Hamas leadership meeting in a government housing complex. Ironically, the meeting was discussing a ceasefire proposal put forward by the United States. The missile strike killed 6 people, including Hamas members, Qatari security forces, and civilians, while injuring others. This marked Israel's first military action against Qatar and the first direct attack on a Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) member state. According to the Wall Street Journal, the operation involved 12 combat agents, including Zionist F-35 jets, which fired precision missiles from above the Red Sea. The missiles crossed Saudi Arabian airspace before striking buildings in central Doha. The targets were believed to be senior Hamas figures, including Khalil al-Hayya, Zahir Jabarin, Mohammed Ismail Darwish, and Khalid Mashal, all key players in Gaza's ceasefire and prisoner exchange negotiations. However, Shin Bet's attempt to eliminate them failed. Despite missing its primary targets, the attack drew widespread condemnation, including from the United Nations, which called Israel's actions a dangerous escalation that risked further regional conflict. On September 10, 2025, Israel launched another airstrike, this time targeting militant positions in Yemen's capital, Sana'a. The attack struck the Sana'a airport area, marking the second assault on this location in just over a month. On May 6, 2025, Israel had previously attacked the same airport, destroying the terminal and damaging much of the runway. According to Yemen's Ministry of Health, the latest attack injured around 131 people in Sana'a and Al-Jouf. Civilian areas, including Al-Tahir in Sana'a, a medical facility on Street 60, and the government complex in Al-Jouf's Al-Hazm, were also hit. Yemen's oil and gas company reported that Israeli jets targeted a medical station on Sana'a's Al-Sitin Street. This attack came just 2 weeks after another Israeli strike on August 28, 2025, which killed Haitian Prime Minister Ahmed al-Rahawi and other officials during a meeting in Haiti's capital. Israel continues to target Lebanon, with direct invasions still occurring. Early last week, Israeli fighter jets struck the Bekaa and Hermel districts in eastern Lebanon, killing at least 5 people and adding to the growing list of victims in the ongoing conflict. Tel Aviv claimed the targets were Hezbollah weapons depots and military facilities, but without independent verification, these claims have sparked debate about the true targets. The attacks highlight the fragile state of the Israeli-Lebanese border, which remains volatile despite a ceasefire agreement. On Tuesday, an Israeli drone struck the entrance to Barja village, about 30 kilometers south of Beirut, injuring a Hezbollah member. This attack violated the ceasefire agreement Israel had signed. Despite the peace deal, Israel continues near-daily military operations in southern Lebanon, maintaining its occupation of 5 border posts in clear violation of the ceasefire's withdrawal provisions. Devastation in Gaza. Over the past 2 years, Gaza has endured immense suffering due to relentless Israeli attacks. Reports indicate that approximately 64,000 Palestinians have lost their lives, including 20,000 children. Attacks this week alone killed 150 people and injured over 540 others. On Monday, 67 people died and 320 were injured, with 14 victims killed while seeking humanitarian aid and 6 others, including 2 young children, dying of starvation. On Tuesday, the death toll rose to 83, with 223 injured. Israel shows no signs of halting its attacks on Gaza City, often targeting tall buildings, destroying critical infrastructure, and forcing residents to flee. Thousands now live without safe shelter, and finding protection is increasingly difficult. Attacks in Syria. On Monday night, Israeli warplanes attacked strategic targets in Syria, hitting an Air Force base in Homs and a military barracks near Latakia, according to the UK-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights. Residents reported a large explosion in Homs, while ambulances rushed to affected areas in Latakia. Syria's foreign ministry and expatriates condemned the strikes as a blatant violation of Syrian sovereignty, posing a serious threat to national security and regional stability. Damascus state media described the attack as part of Israel's aggressive escalation to undermine Syria in an already fragile situation. Since the fall of the Bashar al-Assad regime in December 2024, Israel has intensified its attacks, launching hundreds of strikes on Syrian infrastructure and military sites. Israel has also expanded its presence in the occupied Golan Heights, seizing a demilitarized buffer zone meant to remain neutral, violating a 1974 troop withdrawal agreement with Damascus. Attacks on Tunisia's global Sumut flotilla. Israel is accused of 2 drone attacks on the global Sumut flotilla, GSF, in Tunisia, which occurred over 2 consecutive nights, drawing widespread condemnation. On Monday night, the GSF's flagship, Family Boot, was likely targeted by a drone while anchored at Sidi Boussaid port, causing a fire. The GSF, a coalition of over 50 ships aimed at breaking Israel's Gaza blockade, was set to depart on September 7th after stopping in Tunisia. The attack endangered international activists and underscored Israel's efforts to block humanitarian aid to Gaza. The 23-meter-long ship, sailing under the Portuguese flag, carried the flotilla's steering committee and passengers. The fire damaged the main deck and storage area, but was quickly extinguished, with all crew and activists reported safe. Attacks on Iran. Iran, a vocal supporter of Palestine, remains a frequent target of Israeli attacks. Over the past 2 years, Tehran has faced continuous assaults, although it has retaliated on several occasions. In June 2025, Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, targeting key Iranian sites. Throughout 2024, Israel attacked critical Iranian facilities, including air defense systems and nuclear sites. On April 19, 2024, Israel struck air defense facilities near Isfahan, damaging a surface-to-air missile battery. Israel also attacked the Iranian embassy in Damascus, killing 16 people, including Brigadier General Mohammad Reza Zadehi, a senior commander of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC.